Good evening, dear friends. In this video, one can understand an epigrammatic overview of the principles of air conditioning. Anyhow, in the previous videos, we have come across the lecture series of heat engines, gas turbines, refrigeration and air conditioning, followed by reciprocating air compressor and steam nozzles. But in this particular video, one will come across the comprehensive principles of air conditioning. I will give an epigrammatic overview or summary. What are all the concepts to be learned by an individual pertaining to specifically air conditioning? You all know that refrigeration and air conditioning are meant for artificial cooling. They are the means to achieve artificial cooling. You have already come across the concepts pertaining to refrigeration, the definition, principle of operation, prominent classification, the terms associated, followed by the analytical concepts. But in this particular video, one will come across the aspects pertaining to air conditioning. Basically, what is air conditioning? You all know that it is one of the techniques to achieve artificial cooling. Whatever content of heat and moisture present, it has to be dissipated or banjaxed. Bearing this aspect in mind, one can clearly understand the principle of operation of air conditioning. You all know that refrigeration and air conditioning are like married couple. In one of the videos, I have clearly connected this analogy. Whatever ideas you have come across in refrigeration, the most analogous ideas you will be learning in air conditioning also. After knowing the definition of air conditioning, one has to come across the principal components festooned in an air conditioner. You take up a domestic air conditioner or industrial air conditioner, which are all the principal components? You all know that it comprises evaporator, condenser, expander, filter, damper, and other small components. Depending on the amount of heat supplied in an evaporator or during evaporation process, what normally will happen? In the condenser, heat rejection takes place. That is why in any building or in any organization, the compressor part will be incorporated within the building, but the condenser is exposed to the surroundings. What is the idea? Inside the building or inside the room, one has to experience cooler situation, but whatever amount of heat developed, that has to be dissipated to the surroundings. That is what the idea of principle of air conditioner. All right, for a minute we shall just know the brief historical perspective of an air conditioner. Anyhow, in the video of refrigeration, I have given an epigrammatic overview pertaining to the principle of refrigeration followed by historical perspective. Similarly, I have to give in the lecture video of air conditioning also. When was the first air conditioner invented? Can anyone guess? Friends, the information may be really incredible. Will you believe it or not? The first ever crude air conditioner was developed in 2 BC, 2 before Christ. That too during the tenure of Zhang Zong and Ding Han of Chinese dynasty, the first ever air conditioner in a crude form was developed. You just imagine in 2 BC we had air conditioner, but the term for air conditioner was not typically air conditioner. They were referring to by some other name. But we have to bother about the invention of air conditioner, what happened after 1750. Okay, you all know that. Please remember the pioneers responsible for developing refrigeration. The same pioneers are adhere towards the development of air conditioner also. Okay, Benjamin Franklin, John Hadley, Michael Faraday, John Gore, Cornelius Vanderbilt, they were all responsible for developing the air conditioner in somehow crude or accurate form. But if in a quiz program, one questions you who was the first man to develop an industrial air conditioner in an accurate form, the answer should be Willis Haviland Carrier. In 1902, American inventor was responsible for developing the first ever industrial air conditioner in an accurate form, Willis Haviland Carrier. So, in any air conditioner, to the bottom of the air conditioner, you find Carrier. Who is that Carrier? The inventor of air conditioner. So, when you just browse the historical perspective, you will find at least 30 to 40 names who led to the growth of the development of air conditioning. Alright. Okay. After knowing the definition, principle of operation, principal components, and historical perspective, one has to clearly encumber what are all the technical terms associated with air conditioning. Friends, if you wish to study for assessment or examination, these technical terms one has to remember. Which are all the technical terms? Let me go in the order. The first two terms, what a student has to study is the definition of wet bulb temperature and dry bulb temperature. These two are very important. After learning this, one has to come across relative humidity and absolute humidity, total pressure, enthalpy, saturation temperature, dew point temperature, saturated and unsaturated condition. When these terms are very well acquainted to an individual, I can promise that you can understand the air conditioning processes very eloquently. Okay, on learning these technical terms, what is the next idea one can understand? Friends, to solve any numerical or illustrative problem in air conditioning, please remember that one has to use psychrometric charts. What is this psychrometry? What is the concept? Friends, the principle of learning the concepts and the governing aspects pertaining to air conditioning is called psychrometry. Okay, so the term psychrometry is closely associated with principles of air conditioning. Therefore, to know the various air conditioning processes, please remember one has to know the technical terms, namely wet and dry bulb temperature, the terms pertaining to humidity, total pressure, saturation, sensible heat factor, then saturated and unsaturated conditions. When these terms are very well acquainted, one can understand the processes like sensible heating, sensible cooling, humidification and dehumidification. Alright, so most of the ideas pertaining to air conditioning will be covered. Remember, for undergraduation level, those who are doing diploma or engineering, make sure that what are all the things I have emphasized in this video, they are all very imperative. Okay. Alright, on knowing the technical terms and the pertinent processes, one has to come across a governing equation called Carrier's equation. Okay. You know that Willis Haviland Carrier was the first person to develop an industrial air conditioner. Depending on that, he has developed an equation. Alright. So remember, Carrier's equation is very paramount in solving any problem in air conditioning. Okay, you may question whether there are different types of air conditioning. Yes, one has come across summer and winter air conditioning techniques. Then you might have come across split AC, multi-split AC, central AC, and many more. You find many types of air conditioner which are exclusively meant for human comfort. Human and thermal comfort are very important. That depends mainly on what? Indoor air quality. All right. You have already come across a professional body called ISRE, Indian Society for Heating, Refrigerating and Air Conditioning. That professional body conducts webinar, technical talk, workshops, faculty development programs, and many other initiatives mainly pertaining to heating, refrigeration, air conditioning. That is very prominently called HVAC and R. Okay, so heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration are very, very important. Okay, so remember, if these terms, processes are very clear, one can solve any problem. But what is the suggestive tip to solve a problem on air conditioner? Friends, I have already emphasized in the earlier videos, to solve any problem on refrigeration, we have to make use of thermodynamic data handbook. Okay, we can take up the values in the form of a table, or by using refrigeration charts one can solve. Analogously, to solve any illustrative problem on air conditioner or air conditioning technique, make sure that we have to make use of psychrometric charts. Using psychrometric charts, directly one can solve the problem with ease or comfortability. Okay, what exactly we find in psychrometric chart? That psychrometric chart you can find in thermodynamics data handbook almost to the end of the book. Okay, it's a concise manual wherein we can find all information pertaining to thermal engineering problems. Okay, so by using a psychrometric charts, you can directly take up any problem. What do we find in psychrometric chart? Friends, you have already come across the various terms. Okay, so remembering those terms, one can see to the different lines in psychrometric chart. So for example, WBT and DBT lines. What are that? Dry bulb temperature and wet bulb temperature lines, saturation curve. Then you can find dew point temperature, then enthalpy lines, and many more. Okay, so once when we peep to the thermodynamic data handbook, one can clearly see to this. Okay, so bear in mind the various air conditioning processes like sensible heating, sensible cooling, humidification, dehumidification are very much encumbered in air conditioning processes. So for the undergraduation level, these are all the things one has to come across very comprehensively. Okay, so friends, for a minute, let me quickly summarize what are all the things we have come across in this particular video to know the comprehensive summary or overview of air conditioning specifically for undergraduation students. What are all the things one has to come across? Number one is what? Definition of air conditioning. Okay. Second one is what? One has to come across the principle of operation. Third one, if you remember historical perspective, that is very good. Fourth one is what? Very important in the assessment point of view, the technical terms. Okay. Technical terms followed by the processes one has to come across. The next one, very important, the principal classification of air conditioners and applications. You all know that refrigeration and air conditioning is applicable for any engineering discipline. May not be only for mechanical engineering. It is competent enough to expand its application to all engineering disciplines. Okay. Later on, one has to be very much proficient or competent enough to see to psychrometric chart. So, seeing to psychrometric chart will be very vital in solving any illustrative problem on air conditioning. Lastly, when you try to summarize all information, I can promise that you can learn this one of the prominent modes of air conditioning. Okay, so remember, refrigeration and air conditioning, they are exclusively meant for artificial cooling processes. Okay, so this is all the information what I wish to convey in the video. Thank you very much. Wish you good luck.